What's up, everyone? It's Purple Redneck back for another episode of Stardew Valley. I have made a nice amount of progress that I wanted to update you on. I wanted to wait until recording until I made some progress because watching someone break rocks, chop down trees, and fish and sell everything is just it's very boring. So I wanted to wait until I had something a little more interesting to show you. As you can see, the house has changed quite a bit. I've added a couple things. I think the sofa is new from the last episode. I bought a bookcase. I had the kitchen updated, and I also married one of the townspeople. I went ahead and I married Alex because that's my husband's name, so I thought, oh, it's very fitting. And I put up some different wallpaper. Right now I'm trying to get some stuff upgraded on animals to get a good amount of that going, and then I'm hoping that the animals will bring in enough money to where I can expand the house again and hopefully have some kids, or that's the plan anyway. Let's just water the garden real quick right here, and then I'll show you some of the new stuff that's happened on the farm. First change is I got a couple chickens. Because who doesn't like chickens? I grew up on a farm and we always had chickens. We had a variety of other animals as well. We had turkeys, we raised sheep, but we almost always had chickens just for eggs. And cleaning up the bugs around the farm and stuff. As you can see, I do have a couple silos set up. I wanted to make sure that I had plenty of food for the chickens for winter. And how the silos work is if you go to tall grass and if you use your scythe here to chop the grass down, it will automatically put the grass as hay into the silo. Which is really nice that you don't have to like pick up the hay and carry it all the way to the silo. Couple of the things that are different, I have updated a couple of my tools. I'm not exactly sure what that'll do, but I do have a copper pickaxe and a copper axe now. Okay, and so I still have to kind of test those out to see like what's different between the regular ones, what they can chop, what they can't. Seems like we're still able to chop down regular trees here. And I do have a small barn set up. I do know that I can purchase some animals. I think you can get cows. But I have to upgrade it 2 more times before I can unlock, I think, all of the barn animals. And one reason why I'm wanting to do that is because I have heard that pigs give you truffles, which you can sell for a good amount of money. Now, I don't know if this is true or if it's not true anymore, if they did an update and if they nerfed that. I don't know. But I want to try to do that, to test that. The one thing that is bad is I'm pretty sure during the winter they don't give you any truffles. So we still need to find another pretty good means of income for during the winter. But we can figure that out later. Ooh, let's go say hi to Gary the cat. And so yeah, it's not that much progress that I've made, but I'm making a good little amount as much as I can. And I'm hoping to do videos on a more regular basis. I know it's kind of been choppy. I'm hoping to post a video every Tuesday and every Thursday and hopefully every Saturday, depending on what my schedule allows. I do work part-time and I am married and I do have a toddler. And if any of you are parents, you will know that it is hard to get some quiet time to record when you have a toddler in the house. I'm just gonna go ahead and chop down some trees. I don't think I need any more wood for the next update. I just want to sell it and get as much money as I possibly can. Because I hate when you build things and it takes literally all of your money and you have to start from zero. It's just a pet peeve of mine with games when people use all of their money or all of their tokens. Oh, another thing I did is I went into settings. I'll show you here in a little bit. I went into settings and hold on, it might take me a little while to find it. Did I pass it? Must have passed it. Yes. Yeah, right here. Always show tool hitbox. That has been a lifesaver. Not knowing this game very well, when I used to, you know, try to like dig for things or anything with the hoe, it wouldn't necessarily hit where I thought it was hitting. So now it hits and I miss less frequently. So that also helps to preserve energy, and I would recommend that to anyone who is thinking about starting out on this game, or anyone who didn't know about it before. Very useful. And I do still want to get a new fishing pole. I don't know if having a better quality fishing pole other than this bamboo pole, if it would make catching fish easier or not. I'm not exactly sure. But I do want to test that. I'm just going to pick up some of these mushrooms that I saw. They're always good for some extra money. And I do know that I wanted to buy like pigs and animals ahead of time, but you can't even unlock them until you have the bigger barn. So I have to wait to do that. Otherwise I would buy a couple pigs and show you what they look like as piglets and raising them. Raising them, I've heard, is pretty easy. It's not overly complicated as long as you feed them in the winter. They're kind of like chickens, and that as long as they have grass, they'll kind of fend for themselves there. I'm just planting some of these trees so we can get a little more wood. And then let's cut down this grass since the chickens aren't really using it. It can be put into storage. Winter's getting fairly close. Cut that down because I don't want a tree right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and sell everything. We'll sell that. We'll sell wood. I'm pretty sure wood had an upgrade, or I upgraded it in the game. I leveled up somehow. I'm not exactly sure. Where wood is actually worth, I think, like 30% more now than it was before if you sell it. Yeah, wood, you get a pretty good amount of money for it. Right now, that's really kind of the main goal, is getting a good amount of money so I can update the barn and still have some left over. I'm just gonna do a little bit of foraging here. I'm actually gonna head on down to the beach after I get this last hazelnut and see if there's any good shells or anything down there, any good coral. Another hazelnut right there hiding by the fence. So far my favorite way of earning money is by foraging and going down to the beach and looking for shells and coral, getting the hazelnuts, getting the wild plums and other berries that you can get. A lot more fun to me than the whole gardening thing. My mom did a lot of gardening when I was growing up, but I never had the green thumb she did. See if there's anything good here. Ooh. Yep, looks like a good amount of coral today. Wow. I think this is almost the most amount that I've ever found here. That's good. Yeah, and our inventory is completely full up, so I'll head on back to the house and put this in the box. And I'm thinking, since I still have a good amount of energy, I'm thinking about going and checking out the mine and going mining. I did do a little bit of that while kind of putting the chicken coop together and trying to, you know, up the relationship status with Alex, the character from the town, so we could get married. And there's like these little monster things in there. I don't know if they're monsters or bugs or what, but I'll show you guys after I put all of this in here to sell. I gotta go grab my sword. There's my rusty sword. And I like having all of my weapons together. That's just like a weird quirk of mine. And I'm actually going to take the mushrooms for extra energy. And I'm going to take the carp. And then we should be fairly well set to go. Oh, another thing I want to update on here is apparently you can build a stable and you can get a horse, and the horse helps you travel faster. So I definitely want to check out the horse and see if that's doable after we upgrade the barn. And I don't know if you have to feed the horse. I don't think you have to. I don't think you have to build a pen for it or anything. But we'll check that out in another episode. Maybe 1 or 2 episodes after this one. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and break up some rock. And I'm doing this mostly for the stone. I like to have a good amount of stone. Good amount of stone and a good amount of wood in case I want to build anything, and then I don't have to go out and forage it when I want to build something, because that's always annoying. And most of these rocks that you break open are just rocks. Sometimes you can find a jewel or a fancier rock. I've gotten small pieces of gold a couple times. Yeah! Here's the monsters right here. And they do take a toll on your health. Now, all I have is this rusty sword. I have to kill a certain amount of these guys before I can upgrade or join the Adventurers Guild or something. So yeah, when you kill those guys, you get this thing called slime. A shimmering gelatinous glob with no smell. And I think you can sell these. I don't know how much you get for them, but when we get back to the farm, I'll go ahead and put it in the box, and we'll see if we get anything. Ooh, we got some wood. I'm gonna get my sword again, because I don't know if, oh yeah, there's a lot of them. Oh yeah, and then there's those, like, flying bug things. They look like giant grasshoppers. It's really good, in my opinion, to carry food when in the mines, because it's also good for your health. I know the bugs, they don't really seem to harm you. I don't know if they do. These guys do harm you. So, actually, you know what? I'll eat the hash browns. Oh, wow. That actually gave a lot of health. I was not expecting that. Uh-oh. Yeah, and then there's like these bug things that look like rocks. I think it's like it looks like a crab or something. I don't really know. But they do hurt you as well. But if you get too close to them, they'll actually hide, and then you can't do any damage to them, which is pretty annoying. And I don't know if there is a way to tell which one of these kind of triangle-shaped rocks is one of those crab things, but I'll just call them crab rocks. So far, I have not found a way to tell if one is one of those weird crabs or not. Oh, these big rocks give you a lot of rock when you bust them up. And that's really nice, especially if you're in need of rock. Okay, I'm tempted. I'm gonna eat this mushroom, and then I'm gonna see if these things do any damage, because I'm not really sure. I don't think they do. Oh, crap, I killed it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Apparently they don't. It wasn't acting like it was trying to attack me or anything. I'm just gonna bust these crates open. And then head on home, because my inventory is getting pretty full. I'll go ahead and bust up a couple more of these rocks. Yes, let's leave the mine. Oh, it's that scientist guy. What's his name? Demetrius. He seems like a nice guy. You know what? Let's go ahead and give him coffee. An interesting... It's coffee. Why would you consider that to be an interesting specimen? You know what? Let's give this homeless guy a plum. Oh, good. Glad he enjoyed it. So now we're just gonna go ahead, head on home, put everything that we have that we don't need in the bin to sell, because right now money is very important with getting the barn all set up and everything. And then once we do get the barn, I'm not 100% sure, but I think buying pigs will cost us about 16,000 gold per pig. But like I said, I'm not sure. I'll have to test that when once we get the barn all set up and upgraded to where we can get pigs. Okay. Got a good amount of stuff for what we found on the beach. Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop recording right here and try to make a little bit of progress for y'all, so there's something new in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like this, hit subscribe, and leave a comment below for suggestions for what to build and what animals to get next and what game you'd like me to play next. If you guys have any suggestions, I'm hoping to start a new season of a new game soon. I will still be doing Stardew Valley episodes, and I probably will for a while. I'm making pretty slow progress, but yeah, I want to start doing different games, so if you have any suggestions, let me know down below, and we'll see you guys next time.